Good evening, and welcome to my channel here on YouTube, Love and Guiding Light, where I bring forth messages from the Creator, God, Universe, ancestors, those that have already passed on, and so forth. Um, Guidance for the collective, all. I am Keisha, and I felt led to come on this evening. We are having the solar storms coming in right now, so this is some really good energy to work with. You know, uh, you may want to, do some rituals in order to utilize this energy that's coming forth. This very pertinent energy that is going to be coming forth, and it can be utilized in rituals such as, you're meditating, going within yourself and doing the deep diving. Also, you can, get out in nature, connect with nature. It's very therapeutic, it's healing, it's very good for the soul. It's be a great time for sun gazing due to this energy. Getting out, of course, use some uh, protective glasses for your eyes, sunglasses, and so forth to do the sun gazing. But this would be a wonderful time to do sun gazing to, get some of the energy from the sun during this solar storm that we're going to have. I believe it's started through the 11th through like the 14th. Some things could transpire with electronics and all of that. Not sure exactly if that will happen, but it could be some interference with internet and perhaps, cable and things like that. I wanted to come on and just do a reading to see exactly where everybody was at. I also wanted to just share, I know there is a lot of people that probably come to these YouTube channels for this guidance within their love life. Some of us are coming to these channels, either because we come out of some serious relationship, there was a breakup, some type of trauma, something that, pretty much shook you to your core, kind of shook you so abruptly and aggressively that it woke you up and you were drawn to spiritual readings, tarot, and so forth. Or you're on a twin flame journey. It could be a number of reasons that you were led to spiritual readings or whatnot. Me personally, I left a very significant relationship that I was in for 26 years. And I left that situation. So that was like pulling the rug from up under my feet, because I truly thought that I would be with the person for the rest of my life. But that was not the case. Therefore, it shook me to the core and brought me to YouTube. And I started following several readers. I have quite a few that are my favorites. I love Amara, as well as the Moody Tarot. She focuses specifically on the air sign Gemini. I am a Gemini. That is my sun sign. And I love her. She is a phenomenal reader. That's another one. Who else I watch? Well, it's quite a few. I also watch a guy that channels from the galactic, the Pleiadians, sometimes the Sirians and Orions, depending on, I guess, who it is that's coming through for him. And he's a phenomenal channeler. His name is Sam the Illusionist. I was following his page. I've been following him for years and came across one just recently, and I wrote down some information that I thought would be pertinent for you all, the collective, those that are on this journey, those that are led to this channel. If you have clicked on this channel, drawn to my channel, it is not coincidental. There are no coincidences in this world. It's because God has led you to me, It is because there is a message here for you. And these messages are timeless, so it does not matter what time you come to this. Today is the 11th of May, 2024. But if you don't click on this until June of 2024, you know, July, whenever it crosses your path, whenever it comes to you, it is because there is a message specifically for you here. So listen up. Okay, so Sam, who is, like I said, Sam the Illusionist, you can look him up. I am actually going to try to put a link as well to this specific video in the comment, you know, not in the comments, but in the description below, so that you are able to go and listen to the entire channeling session. But he covers the blood types. You know, we all have blood types: A, B, O, and what is it? R, H, I believe. But anyway, there's O positive, O negative, A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, and then RH. Okay, RH blood type, which is a rare blood type. And he speaks on the blood types in which lineage, or I guess connection we have to our ancestral lineage, put it that way. So the blood type O plus, O negative, he states that is harmonic with the Lemurian, the ancient land where oneness with the planetary consciousness began. They have the psychic abilities, empathic sensitivities. They can sense the emotional states of other entities. Okay, I am a O positive blood type, so that certainly resonates with me. Okay, so I don't know if you're O positive, O negative. This is who we are linked to. We are linked to the Lemurian bloodline. For the A positive and A negative bloodlines, they are coded with the memories of the advanced Atlantean civilization of the past, whose mysteries have impacted various incarnational cycles. These entities have the creative force in the path of being a balanced guide to awaken the understanding of higher consciousness. Okay, that is for the A positive and A negative bloodline. For the B positive and B negative bloodline, they primarily have their roots in the Pleiadian star system. They also showcase intuitive gifts and spiritual aptitude through the lineage with the Pleiadian star system. Those with the dual tone, and they are of, let's see, yeah, with the dual tone. And then we have the AB negative and AB positive blood. It says this bloodline, they are the sacred Elohim race, whom purpose is to unify separateness through the one truth of the interdimensional connection. And the entities have they have the potential to bridge integrational cosmic realms. Okay, RH negative blood. They're the descendants from the Anunnaki social memory complex, who were responsible for feeding the Earth's planet. Furthermore, they state that each blood type is primarily emanating from the one infinite creator, and it is time for all beings to rediscover their true potential. So we are all on this awakening, and a lot of us that are coming to, readings, spiritual readings, getting guidance from other channelers or whatnot, we are all awakening. We are all learning new things, seeking truth of why we're here, what is our purpose, how did we get here, all these different things. So I just wanted to share that with you, so that if you wanted to research, within your bloodline, exactly where you are connected, who are you, linked to as far as your lineage or whatnot. This was the information that I was able to get, and I wrote listening to, like I said, Sam the Illusionist, and I will also put a link in the video for you all to go watch the entire video if you would like to do that. But I thought that was very important information for us to have, due to the fact that, of course we want to know exactly our lineage. And like I said, being that I am an O positive blood type, that certainly resonates with me as far as having the abilities and the empathetic sensitivities to other people. I can literally read other people as soon as I walk in, and are in the presence of other people. I can feel their energy, and I can tell if something is going on with them based off of the energy that they are putting out. Not what they're saying with their mouth, because people can say a lot of things with their mouth, but I can actually feel when people are feeling some type of way, okay? But I wanted to read that with you all. I did promise to come on here to do that. It took me a couple of days to get back online. I'm trying to be more proactive, more consistent with coming on here. Also, I do not focus on love reading. Reason being, there's so many of us here on YouTube. Mostly everyone that do readings are focusing on love. And for one, I am not in a relationship. Truthfully, I have not even been seeking a relationship because I've been so enthralled in my spiritual journey, growing and learning and, digging deep into books and studying and all these different things. So I haven't had the time or interest to really dig into love readings. But there are several readers out here that focus specifically on love, if that is something that you're interested in. I focus really on the energies we are in now and guidance that we may need on this path, because this is not an easy journey. It is not for the weak nor the meek, okay? Most of us have been isolated and separated from friends, associates, and all those different things. I'm going into 7 years on my spiritual awakening journey, and I have truly kind of slimmed down on people that I'm regularly associating myself with or hanging out or anything. I'm just not interested in some of the things that I used to be interested in. I've outgrown those things, so I've kind of just been to myself, really to myself, just doing this and studying and trying to, stay the course. God has great things in store for all of us. He is preparing us during this isolation. Don't look at it as a punishment or anything like that. A lot of people, because I won't lie, when I first started on my journey, I was feeling that, what's wrong with me? What did I do? What's wrong? I was really feeling so disconnected from everybody. And I just found myself being off to myself, doing things by myself, staying and spending a lot of time out in nature and all of these different things. And I was thinking that this was some form of punishment, that I had done something so terrible that, I was being set aside or whatever. But over the many years on this journey, I have had a lot of time to go inwards and work on myself. I have, gone inwards and, worked on my shadow self, learned to understand that we are both light and dark. We all have our sides of us that we may consider negative or whatnot, and we don't really allow people to see that, or we allow people to see too much of that, put it that way. Sometimes, it could be either or, but we are trying to balance. We are trying to come into balance and gain control over us, ourself, our person, knowing thyself, knowing why certain things may trigger us, and learning how to find the appropriate response or action or behavior for such situations. So I've done a lot of work, okay? I've come to embrace my shadow self, because we do sometimes have to allow that shadow person to come forward in certain situations, if we have to defend ourselves, say something like that. You don't want to just be, if someone is threatening you or whatever, or backing you into a corner, just like a dog. If you back a dog into a corner, you leave it no option but to defend and protect yourself, okay? I am a very nice person, and it takes a lot to get a rise out of me. However, once you get a rise out of me, I will defend myself. It's no different. So you would have to allow the saddle shelf, that person that, that has that fire in her or him, to come forward, versus, being the person like trying to talk your way out of the corner, and you see they're going to hurt you, really hurt you, because you have nowhere to go. They coming at you with knives and stuff, and you're going to try to talk yourself out of that. Yeah, it would be nice, but in reality, you have to stand up and defend yourself, protect yourself, because that is what you should do. No one should be in your immediate space. So yes, those are the things we're doing, bringing ourselves into balance. God is preparing us for what is to come, the future, the way that things will be. For those that are still slumbering, still sleeping, we are going to be helping them to understand, to help them awaken, to help them know and get into finding and understanding what it is that we are here to do. We are here at a very pertinent time, because, we're going into the new age, and this new age is going to be us coming together, unified as brothers and sisters, and making this world the world that we want it to be. But you have to first be able to heal, get yourself to a place where you're healed and you are able to be the change that you want to see in the world, okay? So that means you are healed, you are prepared, you are ready to emanate and show and express genuine, unconditional love to others. And in doing this, we will be able to, all unify our energies together. Those that are healed, will be able to utilize this energy and help awaken our brothers and sisters, and help them to also unify with us as a whole, because we are all collectively connected through God, the one source. So our energy is what is put into this, contributed to everything. So our thoughts, we are the creators of our world. So we are creating the world with our thoughts, shifting our thoughts into more positive beliefs and seeing things in a positive manner. We have been in an energy of negativity for a very long time, because the world has been ran by some pretty wicked entities, and yeah, we're trying to get everything back on track. Anywho, I am going to use this deck. This is one of my favorite decks. It's an older deck. Oh, where's my book? And I'm going to actually just see if there's anything here on this card, in this deck, that God wants to tell us. I love these cards because they really are some very deep cards, like the messages that come forth. Anyway, I hope everyone is doing the things that are best for them on this journey, that they're embracing this journey, accepting that you are exactly where you need to be. Nothing happens immediately. It happens gradually over time. It says cooperation, 39. I don't know if you can see that. I think the light is glaring at 39. Cooperation. One of the things that Source, God, Universe, Ancestors, they're saying we are needing to cooperate. We are needing to cooperate with one another. One another. We are needing to unify, cooperate, and understand that we are contributing to a whole of the way that this world is. And we are needing to come together in order, where's the book to my thing? In order to bring forth the way we would like our world to be. Okay? I'm going to read to you what it is that the book says for this card. 39. Cooperation. It says present challenges. Seeking love as the means of balancing your life. You have drawn this card to alert you that the relationships among your body, mind, and spirit is ready to reach a more refined level of inner cooperation. You may have worked extensively to overcome old feelings of abuse, neglect, abandonment, loss, or low self-worth. You may be finding that even with all the inner child work, the spiritual alignment work, and body work, or other spiritual approaches to healing you have tried, you still feel blocked in some significant way from your desired state of inner well-being. This blockage is giving way to a subtle level of cooperation of body, mind, and spirit that is emerging into your life to improve your self-confidence and awaken your soul's confidence. Cooperation is essentially for the system of your body to maintain your life. Life is interesting, stimulating, fun, sensual, fulfilling on many levels as you interact with those you love, dislike, fear, or feel competitive with. Even the chemical responses of your body are linked directly to specific emotions. Clearly, the body, mind, and emotions have a close alignment. Your spirit purpose is to facilitate cooperation between you, Gaia, the earth, and between you and God. Through this avenue of receiving and experiencing profound feelings of love, your body and emotions are able to respond to love as a transcendent transcendent quality. When you accept your relationship with God and with the divine love, you become a channel for profound compassion, kindness, goodness, and non-judgment, just as every spiritual seeker does. When you seek the energy of love, you rise above the lesser emotional responses and are supported in your ability to act and think nobly. Cooperation between your feelings and your body create physical health and feelings of happiness and fulfillment. Cooperation among your feelings, your body, and your spirit gives you the ability to experience the grace of God as love and to interpret the energy of love as guidance, the guidance you seek. The spiritual energy of love arising from the divine presence and raises you to the status of inspired mortal and wise healer of other living things. Experiencing cooperation at the subtle level of love puts you in touch with the place of nourishment. For no matter how many people you have in your life, if you are missing a connection to God, the immortal energy of love, you will feel empty, alone, and finite. You are growing in wisdom to accept the urge to seek cooperation externally with other people and internally among your own body, mind, and spirit. Cooperation is essential to balancing your life with the sacred in all things. So, cooperation, like I said, during this awakening or during this uh, spiritual journey, the beginning of it, you are really going within and doing a lot of purging. A lot of things are coming up, perhaps from childhood that needs to come up to be healed, to be released, whatever. Nothing happens overnight. The spiritual growth and the spiritual path um, is lengthy. I mean, it's lifelong, truthfully. And you're gonna have your days. You may have days where you feel like you took two steps backwards, or you're not where you want to be and whatnot. But you are exactly where you need to be. God is just asking for us to cooperate and allow this transition of us growing spiritually to be permitted to do so over the time, gradually, because nothing happens overnight. Don't be impatient. Keep studying, keep focused on your ultimate desire. Sorry, y'all. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Your ultimate desires, and just know that you are exactly where you need to be. I don't know what just happened. Okay, there we go. So cooperation. Let's see what this other card is. Joy. Joy, number 40. 3940. Wow. I shuffled the cards really good. 3940. But this is how it is. We're going to cooperate. And along this journey, I know it can be challenging, but joy truthfully unfolds. Once you become aware of who you are, where you come from, that you are connected to God, that we are all connected to God, that we don't need no brick and mortar building to go to have a relationship with God. You're going to have a one-on-one relationship with him and connect with him on a daily basis, all day, every day. You know, we have direct connection to God. This is something that we all have. It's just you know, are you fine-tuning? Are you spending time? Are you making an effort to connect with God? You know, is what you have to do during this. You know, as you are going through this spiritual growth and whatnot. You know, you have your days where you're gonna feel like this is a lot. It's overwhelming, especially the more you uncover, the more that is revealed to you through seeking the truth. You're going to feel overwhelmed some days, and maybe perhaps even feeling like you want to throw in the towel. I mean, it's been days that I was like, God, I don't know how much more I can take on this spiritual journey. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot that's been, you know, unveiled to me on the journey, and it's a lot to really process. So I think this is exactly why he does not do this all at once. He doesn't just unveil everything to us all at once, because it literally would be detriment to our minds. Okay, it would cause us perhaps to go and have a mental breakdown. So this is why everything unfolds gradually over a period of time. So don't feel like you're not where you know you're not getting anywhere, that you're not growing, you're not evolving, because you are. I'm sure that if you really sit down and reflect over the course of your life, where you've come from and how far you've come, and acknowledge how much you've overcome, you would be amazed at how much you have grown and changed and all these things, and how all these things that have happened, traumatic things or whatever, have truly contributed to who you are as a person. You know, if you're empathetic, if you are compassionate towards others, you know. And listen, you would have to be if you are being drawn to these kind of readings, okay? Most people that are drawn to tarot or divination readings are truly seeking to understand themselves, and they're very empathetic people. So I'm just saying that, you know, this here is our school grounds, this earth. You know, we're here to learn, we're here to evolve, and so forth. And so we have to understand that nothing happens immediately. God gives this to us just enough for us to be able to process, understand, sit with it, make sense of it, you know, and then more will be unfolded. But the more that's given to us, the more things that are unfolded to us, it's freeing, because now you know the truth, and it enlightens you. You know, it helps you to be set free from the bondage that most have been in their entire life through indoctrination. So through this gradual learning and understanding and accepting and all these different things, joy truthfully will unfold. You will find joy in being grateful just for being awake and knowing exactly what's going on. You know, me myself, there's nothing that I hate more than being lied to. It just does something to me. And so, of course, being on this journey and going down every rabbit hole that you possibly can imagine, and discovering so many things, I'm just like, oh my goodness, you know, like, Lord, I cannot believe we've been lied about this, about, you know, everything we've ever been pretty much taught. You might as well just go ahead and erase what you've been taught, because it's going to be like starting over. You might as well just prepare yourself and put your mindset in the likeness of a child and start to learn everything through searching and seeking the truth for yourself. I can tell you and share things that I've learned on the path of digging and doing the research on my own. But, you know, that's me telling you. I mean, sometimes, you know, you may not even truly believe me. It would just be better for you, and I challenge you to dig and do the research, because you will uncover a lot of things that we've been lied to about throughout our life, okay? I think it's, what's his name? Oh my Lord, it's on the tip of my tongue. Terrence Howard, is that his name? The light-skinned actor with the really pretty eyes. Um, yes, he's discovering something with the math, okay? And with our DNA and all these different things, and he's written a book about it. I actually just downloaded the book, and you could go online and look it up. He's on YouTube as well. He's doing something. He's creating some type of, I forget what he said he was creating. It's some type of machine or something. But anyway, he's discovered a lot of stuff, and you can look it up. Terrence Howard. Something with the DNA, something with numbers, mathematical stuff. Anyway, look into that. But just be prepared. You know, be prepared to always be seeking the truth. Seeking the truth. You know, people, and me included, I was diehard Christian. I went to church regularly. Actually was going to school to be in ministry, perhaps being a pastor or whatnot. And some of the things that started me on my journey was going to school and questioning, you know, what we were being taught, and asking professors certain questions and stuff. I was kind of rubbing them the wrong way, I guess, with my questions, because they really didn't have no logical answer, nor could they make sense of the way that they were trying to deliver the teachings to me. They couldn't make sense of what the, you know, what it was I was seeking to know, that, you know, answers to. So yeah, that kind of started me to go down the rabbit hole. And like I said, it's a deep rabbit hole. Okay, so prepare your mind if you are just now getting on your journey and awakening and are drawn to this channel. Some of us have been on the journey for a long time. Some of us have just started. Some of us, we are all going to awaken. All humankind will awaken, and we all awaken at different times. Okay, so don't make any of us any better. We're not. We just all just awakening at different times. Okay, some of us has more knowledge than others. Some have very little knowledge. I mean, like I said, I've been digging and researching for a long time, you know, and I am in awe of all that I've discovered. Okay. Anyway, let's see. 40. Joy. But just know that you will become joyous on this journey, you know, because it's going to be freeing. It's going to be freeing of your spirit, your soul, and it will be enlightening. Joy. Present challenges. Experience inner freedom and expectations of positive occurrences. You have drawn this card because you want to feel free and released from burden. You may feel that you always did what others wanted and played by the rules as others set them. But now you realize you sacrificed a great deal of your own creativity and individuality, and have been afraid to tackle some of the things you might wanted to try. No longer afraid of failure or the judgment of others, you are ready to spread your wings and discover qualities and abilities and inner strength that have been trying to emerge. You have drawn this card because you are being guided to continue to believe in yourself and to seek success as it is emerging in your life, often in unexpected and unforeseen ways in events. Joy is closely aligned with freedom because the joyful human being experiences life fullness and nurturing even through disappointment, anger, anxiety, or loss. Joy is an internal state of being, one that emerges from a profound belief in the sacredness of life. If you are moving into joy, it is because you have accepted that you can if you're moving into joy, it is because you have accepted that you can have succeeded in what the what? That don't even make sense. It says because you have accepted that you can rise. I think they meant rise. Whether or not you succeed in the terms you imagine, you have succeeded in the eyes of the universe. When you risk saying, doing, or expressing your own essence, you become renewed even when you are initially uncomfortable or afraid of being vulnerable or feeling exposed. You are moving into self-love and confidence. Joy is a natural state of spiritual order person. For a spiritual Joy is the natural state of the spiritually ordered person. Joy is the inner understanding that all things are held in the loving embrace of God, and that the angels in the meaningful explanation and or learning will emerge that will ultimately benefit us all. Joy comes from all the company of heaven who sings your praises when you rise to an important occasion and invest in others emotionally because you believe in yourself. You are mortal for only a moment in time, and each of these moments, though brief, has a purpose to deepen your acceptance of life beyond physical life. Here is a prayer from a human heart. Perhaps you will recognize your own feelings in it. Dear Heavenly Teacher, allow me to believe in the rightness and the goodness of life even when I see too much of the opposite. Permit me to bring love into the world even when my first response is to doubt love. Accept my life as a means of service to the universe so that joy may abound on earth and within each living thing. So joy is uh, joy is the natural state of the spiritually oriented person. So the more you grow spiritually and connect with God, and no matter how things look on the outside, what's going on, what situation you're in, joy can arise from any situation when you are, connecting with your creator, when you know thyself, when you know who you are, and when you're contributing to the whole of the world. We all are connected. We are all trying to come together, unify, so that we can in turn create the world in which we want to see. Okay, and we are doing that by evolving, growing, and emitting out positive energy through love, unconditional love, the way that God loves us, unconditionally, the way our mother loves us, the way our fathers love us unconditionally, without judgment, without expectations, or whatever. This world, is a tough school ground, okay, because there's so much we have to learn. And there's so many different things, we've experienced as a whole, you know, um, some of us, got in relationships, and I'm not saying everyone, but um, people genuinely, have gotten away from getting together and connecting on a level of truly wanting to connect to know one another, like courting and getting to know one another truthfully from um, beginning, knowing, like simple things like what is your favorite color, you know, what do you want to, do with your life, how do you perceive um, your life being down, 5 years down the road, wherever. Do we have the same beliefs, as far as being family oriented, financial responsibilities, how do we do those? Are we compatible? All these different things, in the past, I can say that, when I um, was involved, it was more so, it seems like we got together based off of attraction, and then we end up being together, living together, having kids, whatever. Didn't know, really if we were compatible, if, we had the same outlook or desires, so to speak. And perhaps that's why it didn't work out in the sense that I would have wanted it to. But, God does not want us to be yoked with anyone that is not for us, or He intended us to be with. Okay, He has someone out here for all of us. I am a firm believer of that. And some of us are being prepared right now to meet that specific person. Just like we're working on ourselves, I am confident and believing that the males are also working on themselves. At least I'm grateful that that's what they're doing. And then we have change. The one thing for sure, two for certain, is that change is inevitable in this world. You have to learn to go with the flow. We are changing and evolving much more quickly now. Time is almost like flying by. I know that you probably have noticed that. And we all have to learn to embrace the change. It may be challenging, but it is necessary, absolutely necessary, to go with the flow, because going against the flow is only going to complicate your life and cause you to feel blocked and stagnated and all those things if you are trying to push against the grain. No matter how tough it seems, how you may feel like you just can't do it, just trust and believe. You are on this path because you were chosen to be on this path. And you are much stronger than you believe, okay? God never gives us more than we can bear or handle. So, suck it up. That's all I can say. Suck it up. Because, again, this is not a journey for the meek or the weak, okay? And we're warriors, God has allowed us to go through so many things in our life. And those things that we've all experienced, the trauma, either from childhood or relationships, or whatever, all those things are going to become tools in which you will utilize to help others to overcome. Okay? Change. Accepting that your larger life goal is to grow in grace and to find union with all living things. You have drawn the rejuvenation card because you may be wary of challenging life and let me restart that. You have drawn this rejuvenating card because you may be wary of challenging life and long to have things in your life flow more easily towards love and success. You may have spent years learning a spiritual discipline, or you may be new to spirituality. In either case, you are facing a subtle but powerful spiritual challenge, one requiring you to trust your belief in God within and to allow the beauty and the intensity of this connection to smooth your path in the physical world. Change, when it's lived as a sacred process, portends spiritual transformation. All levels of change, no matter how slight or how deeply penetrating or disruptive, have something to show you about your beliefs and the wisdom of your teachers, your masters, and your angelic messengers who sweep through your daily lives. Change wakes you up to life as the spiritual process that it is. Change is different from chance, because change is intended to bring you continually closer to God. Trust me. All this stuff that's going on right now for all of us on this spiritual journey, that's all these quick changes, it's going to draw you closer to God, because really and truthfully, if you don't have someone that is also awakened, like I am, like I said, isolated, and a lot of people are not awakened around me. I don't have anyone to really talk to or anything like that about all of these things. So, if I didn't have my connection with God, I literally don't know how much of this one would be able to carry mentally. It is a lot. So you definitely are going to be drawn closer to your creator, God. While chance is purely the random movement of a physical energy. Through change, you, like an abundance of flowering blossoms, merge with the wisdom mind of God. You are continually offering the insight and the ability to accept the angels drawn to you to heal the fear, pain, and anxiety that separates you from loving yourself as a divine aspect of God force. Change is upsetting because the unknown has no discernible texture. For humans, the unknown of how things will unfold, it is a very frightful thing. However, trust that all things work out for the good of God's children. I have come so far, because I literally, on my beginning of this journey, just the unknown of all the things that were transpiring around me, with synchronized numbers and all the encounters I have had with animals and messages that I received through those animals and all that. During the very first part of my awakening, I was beginning to believe that I was losing my mind, and I really didn't have anyone to talk to. And furthermore, I wouldn't talk to anyone about these things, because I was saying, oh yeah, they're going to think I'm crazy or whatever. And they continued to happen. I continued to have the experiences, like synchronized numbers and animals and all these different things transpiring in my life or whatever. And I just kept, digging in, just kept reading, kept, searching out the information, searching out what it was that was coming to me, the messages and whatever. And through that, I just knew that, no, these are actually ways that God is talking to me. He's communicating with me. He knows, and it's bringing messages to me. And I am so grateful that I did not ignore these messages, that I did not ignore the synchronized numbers, that I truly dug into the information that was coming to me. And now I just feel like no matter what, I'm not so fearful of how things will unfold, because I believe that God is at the forefront of all of this, and it is going to unfold exactly how He would have it unfold. And so I trust that. I put my trust in that and believe that all is going to work out for the good of His children. No matter how things look outside of us, with the world, us being, involved in all these different wars and all that, I truly believe that all these things are going to ultimately work out for the good of all of us, So I want you to also believe that. And it says, when you are unable to ascertain what is coming into your life through the midst of change, it is easy and natural to be afraid. This fear, however, can create a impenetrable barrier to the divine love surging towards coverage into your life. Through change, you can come to accept that life on the physical earth is brief, and that your journey is always to gaze towards the divine and to learn on your true and to lean on your true divinity. When you feel frightened by life, it helps you to understand that you are choosing between a belief in a loving divine providence and the randomness of change, chance happening. Whatever comes to you can be a significant opportunity for spiritual growth, whether it was intended as that or not. Your larger life goal is to grow in grace and to find union with the divine present through love. God wants you to connect with him through all these different ways that he's communicating with you. Obviously, he's communicating with you because you have been led to divination channels. And you just need to go with the flow, accept what's coming to you. Do the deep diving. Embrace where you are. Know that you are on track. Don't become impatient. Like I said, this stuff does not happen overnight. It's gradual. And growth is gradual as well, you know. But sit down with yourself, get you a journal, start writing down things in which you've overcome. And just read over those things. And give yourself a pat on the back, because you have overcome those things. So you made you achieved overcoming lots of challenges. Reflect over what it is that you gained from those challenges, and keep forging forward. That's what God wants us to do. Stay the course, stay the path. He's preparing us for great things to come. And all this stuff will become tools. All the challenges, all the lessons you've learned, all the things that has transpired are going to become tools to help you to help others, okay? However you decide to do it. It may not be through YouTube. It may just be in connecting with those that cross your path and bringing forth messages to them. Or it may be through maybe art, music, whatever it is. God has gifted us all. He has gifted us all. Holy Spirit, ancestor, archangels. Is there anything else for the collective? Show me. Oh, there we go. What is that? 044. That gut feeling, that is your connection. You know, when you get that feeling within your gut, this is how God communicates with us, okay? You get this feeling, you know, something is off. Something is off with the person. Something is off with the situation. Something, you know, something is telling me not to do this. Something telling me not to do that. That is how God communicates with you, is through your gut. You'll feel it. You'll feel it within your body, you know. So it says, intuition, betrayal, pessimist, relating value, insight, increased perception, love, and monogamy. It says, follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you also must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect, or else karma will bite you in the ass. 3 is a crowd. So if you're dealing with any threesomes or anything like that in a relationship, although I do not cover love stuff as of yet, this is saying 3 is a crowd, and you don't want to open yourself up to any type of karma, because karma is real, sweetie, and it comes back to bite you in the ass. You have to be mindful of how you treat people and who you involve in situations without their awareness of it. Okay, it's one thing to have a third party, you know, you have someone that is probably open to that. You know, there are such things as open relationships or whatever. But if you're dealing with someone who is under the assumption that you are in a monogamous relationship, yet you're involving other people and are dealing with other people and is not aware to the other person, that is what they mean by a third party, or a 3 is a crowd. And that is going to open you up to karma, and you don't want that. Karma is no fun to repay. So it says 2121. Energy level. It says prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, the opposite sex, That day you're waiting for, the day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your goals. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. I just said that. You know, it takes time. Nothing happens overnight. And everything eventually will pay off, you know. Holy Spirit, ancestors, archangels, all those that are present. Is there anything else that you have for the collective? Show me. Holy Spirit, ancestors, archangels, universe, ancestors, gods, goddesses. Is there anything else that you have? Oh, there we go. 222. It says 2222. So you may be seeing twos at this time, or fours, ones, you know, synchronized numbers. They could be coming up on plates, addresses, receipts, I don't know, billboards. Anyway, 2222. Feminine forces, relationship, balance, prosperity, efficiency, patience, humility. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit and you'll become a force. Honor commitments and people around. Don't judge, listen. Okay, I don't know, you know, maybe that's something for me. I've been feeling lately that God has been preparing me, that I will possibly, you know, have an encounter with someone that will be my match, you know. Once you become healed, then in likeness you will attract another healed person. You know, you will be a match, you know. It won't be that of what is in the past. And I've just been feeling lately that something is going to transpire. I don't know, you know, exactly when, but I'm preparing myself just to embrace that. If that is something that you may be feeling as well or experiencing, and you know, you feel like something is coming into your life, you know, a person, another individual, maybe perhaps someone that will become significant in your life, you know, just stay the course. Keep doing your own work on yourself. You know, like I said, God is preparing us all. He's allowing us to go through this process. We're all healing, you know, from past trauma, not just this lifetime, but lifetimes before this. So stay the course and know that you all are on track, you know, and don't get impatient, and trust in your abilities and the messages you are getting. Trust in yourself, believe in yourself, continue to focus on healing. Some of the things that I do on a regular is I listen to affirmations. You know, I do that in the morning. I do a lot of writing. I do a lot of visualizing. I do frequencies. I listen to frequencies. If there's certain music, you know, I prefer the love genre music, jazz, whatnot. Do all these things to help you to elevate your vibration. Okay, that's the one thing we're trying to do. We're trying to elevate our vibration to get into this love energy, and this way we are able to unify as one and, you know, contribute to this universal energy to help our other brothers and sisters awaken. Anyway, I wanted to come on. I wanted to share that information with you all in regards to the bloodlines. I am going to put a link in the description box so that you can listen to the entire video. And again, I appreciate you coming on this channel. If you feel led to do so, please like the video. If you feel led to do so, please share the video. And if you would like to connect, like I said, I will put my email as well in the description. I am looking to connect with others that are awakened on this journey. You know, maybe we can collab, something like that, whatnot. Just get together. I am in Georgia. You know, like I said, I get out a lot. I love to get out in nature and whatnot. So I would love to be able to connect with some other people that are also on the spiritual awakening journey. and we can help one another evolve together, you know? Anywho, until next time, toodles.